Today on the Celestial War.
So anyway, now I was thinking,
What were you thinking?
it's time we got to go on the offensive. And start being more proactive about patrolling the areas outside of the sunken city.
Is this Gnome Patrol again? Gnome Patrol is not going to work. It's going to get gnomes killed.
The name could change. It doesn't have to be Gnome Patrol.
I'm not upset with the name. I'm upset with what the name represents.
Okay, so if...
Will they survive? Audio Dungeon.
It is Audio Dungeon. I am Tony Hansen, your host and DM, joined by the rest of the Audio Dungeon crew: Ross Rotaro, Dan Isgro, Damian Scro, Brooke Armstrong, Vinny Pro, Tom Kokoza from the virtual world, and our guest today, Seth Price from My D&D. How is everyone doing? And world, are you hearing us?
Well, I think we're all good, right? We can all hear each other. I can hear you.
This is the first time we are back. Yes. So, Seth, tell everybody about what you do. You obviously have a nice big place in the Dungeons & Dragons community. And tell us about what you've started, which is pretty awesome.
All right, so I run My D&D, which is just a Facebook D&D fan page. I do a lot of memes, that kind of thing. So I'm a 5th grade teacher by day, and then a professional memeologist at night.
Is that a real thing? A memeologist?
Nice. It is now.
That is amazing.
Believe it or not, like at my church, I actually was given a calling to be a social media expert, which I do not feel qualified for. I got lucky, took the lucky feet.
The lucky feet.
Nice.
I want to be a memeologist. That's awesome.
I don't know if I
Can
could.
be.
I don't know if I don't know if I could be able to do that. It's a lot of pressure being a memeologist.
Like,
It is.
in colleges, there are people that study memes.
Really?
Stop it.
I'm not
So-
surprised.
Because culturally, it's become such an important thing. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, people get their news from
What?
memes nowadays, which is kind of sad. But
Why don't you tell everybody about your character today?
all right, so my character is a satyr warlock named Kuzra. He's pretty cool. So
That's all you need to know, really.
Cool.
He's
And
cool.
I'll leave it at that.
Fire lady say.
so, I mean, how much do you want me to tell?
No, that's good. That's good. You gave him the little teaser. That was-
That's the most important part, really.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, we'll see how well the accent sticks throughout it.
yes.
Good luck.
Yeah, good luck. Yes.
Not easy.
Nice.
About half the crew here has dropped their accents like day one, episode 1. So yeah, it's a hard thing to do that. So yeah, enjoy, have fun today, and try not to die. Good luck.
Okay, thanks for having me on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So so guys, I have an announcement that no one here knows. I'm gonna announce it now in 3, 2, 1.
Oh, boy.
Today officially marks the Celestial War 1 million video views.
Wow.
Entire
Fantastic.
series, 1 million views.
What?
Isn't that nuts?
Holy macaroni and cheese.
And I thought it was gonna be so long ago, and it lined up today, and I was like, "Ooh, it is like so perfect." Yeah.
That is crazy.
Wow.
1 million views.
Fantastic
views.
news.
Yeah.
Excellent.
That's on all platforms. Everybody else, they're just consuming it, So, so congratulations to
Awesome.
everyone here. Congratulations to the staff inside, to all sponsors. Oh, and our sponsors:
Yeah.
Congratulations, you guys.
Norse Foundry, Nord Games, and
Master Monk.
Phoenix Studios, Master Monk. Yes, thank you so much.
This is great.
And thank you for all the
Thank
views,
you,
guys.
guys.
Jeez.
Keep enjoying.
We last left off with Hogar doing something very big, and he's kind of like the hero and the villain at this time, kind of Thanosing himself from the season finale into today.
Yeah.
So there's a lot going on, and we have people giving donations already. Thank you, Evan. Here's a reroll for
Thank
Seth.
you.
Thank you.
Evan,
Oh,
all
that's
right.
Very
awesome.
nice.
Thank you,
That is
Evan.
You
wonderful.
got a free reroll. Thank you. 1,000 stars from Evan, and we also have 1,000 stars from Steven. Reroll for the totem. That's Steven Golubsky.
Oh,
Nice. Thank
thanks,
you,
man.
Steven.
Thank you.
So today we're starting 22 years in the future. A lot of time between that Hogar, Thistle, and Arky have been around in the world. And in that time, a lot of content, we're already making a lot of content now. We're going to be playing on the sidelines with all these fine people next to me. And all that stuff is going to be on Patreon. So, and you guys see, you seen the trailer where I grabbed the shirt and I put it back on? Because look, in season 4, we're back to the
So clean.
the black and red shirt. Yeah, it's been sitting in the closet in like,
Be honest, you bought a new one.
No, it's the same
He
one.
definitely did not buy a new one.
That
is
they don't make this anymore.
It's a one of a kind.
They don't make this anymore.
Just smell it. I promise you. It's the same.
Oh, Jesus.
Wow.
Okay.
I think she's saying you don't wash.
It's that DM. It's that DM odor. Odor de DM.
Yeah, Odor did. Yeah.
Odor de DM.
Can we bottle that?
We can. Hey.
Season 6, Episode 1. Much of the party has teleported 22 years in the future on the advice of the Chronomancer. Meanwhile, Holgar, Thistle, and Arky have made their own individual paths. In the long, dark time between, much has changed.
Guys, we're going to start with everyone that went to the future. That is Tom Kakoza. That is Brooke Armstrong. That is Damien Scrow, Botorius, Abyssia, and Findalar. You arrive through the same hallway you left. As the last of you into the door shuts, breaks in half behind you. If there was a chance of return through that particular door, it is now gone. You all share a worried glance, looking around. How small the party has become, you notice. Just 3 of you have chosen to go forward into the future. You can only hope the others have good fortune in the trial. Stand to your feet, begin to gaze around the hallway. This is indeed the same hallway that once contained floating doors, but now the doors lie splintered on the floor. You see the nearby stairwell, which goes up and down, up towards the dining level, and then up to the top of the tower. It also goes down to lower levels, most of which you have not visited yet. You do know that one level is the level where you stayed on when you stayed the night. And of course, the door coming in. The other levels you have not visited. And below the main door, you've not visited as well. The 3 of you stand and look at each other. This tower, the Chronomancer's tower, it's clearly been ransacked. There's no sign of anyone, including the Chronomancer. What do you want to do?
Well, this place looks terrible. I don't think we'll be finding the Chronomancer here at this point, I guess.
I don't think we'll be finding anything here.
So,
Tony, do I still get a sense of like that chronomancy magic that was like suffused in the area before? Having to like fight against or whatnot?
I would say so. Oh yeah. So you, as a wizard, you could sense that it was here, but you also sense that it's not here anymore.
Okay. All right. It looks like this place was, I don't know, this ransacking doesn't seem recent, and the magic that I felt on the other side of that door 22 years ago, I no longer feel. I feel like it's gone, or it's not, at least not active.
So we should probably go then. We should probably leave, right?
Well,
Yes.
we should maybe head to the top of the tower and see.
I
Look
don't
out.
mind doing that, going up and seeing what we see.
Take a
Yeah.
look around.
Yeah. I have to say, Abyssia, I definitely did not expect you to walk through the door with us. I'm pleased to see you. But you surprised me with your choice pleasantly.
It was not an easy one.
Well, I'm just glad I'm not on my own.
For everyone just catching up in the season finale, everyone here in the crew had a choice to make in the very beginning of the episode. And that was either go to the future or to stay in the current timeline and go to the trial in the Red City. Everyone that chose to go to the future just dropped out of stream, and none of us knew who was going to do it. And when we did it, obviously these 3 right here, Notorious, Abyssia, and Findalar, went to the future, and the rest had to play what was left and what they could do. If you haven't seen that episode, go back and watch it now. It's all on YouTube and Facebook as well.
Don't watch it right now.
Don't watch it right now. Watch this one first.
Yeah, watch this one first.
Tim Shanks, thank you for 750 stars.
Yeah,
That is
thank you.
awesome.
Thanks, Tim.
Thank you, Tim.
And because you're a long time, we'll up it and give you the reroll, guys. So reroll into the totem. You can add that in.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I bet you I agree. Let's go up and see if there's any sign of anyone still being in this tower. And if not, at least it'll give us a good vantage point of the surrounding areas.
Okay.
I have to say, the fact that this Protomancer's tower that was so well protected seems to be ransacked and destroyed.
It's not a
Gives
good
me
sign.
a bad feeling.
Yeah.
Yes. All right, then. Let's head up.
Okay, you guys begin to walk up the stairs. We're now going to go over to Arky Fint. Arky Fint, the alarm rings. Your little alarm that rang as in the first episode ever of Audio.
Oh.
You wake up and you will look around, and of course you are in Sunken City. You wake up out of your bed and stretch for a moment and head downstairs. Customers will probably be lining up as usual. Sunken City is a different place than it used to be. Now a part of Rhaegar's kingdom and protection as of the last decade, things have been at least predictable, for lack of a better term. Nightly raids from all sorts of monsters will of course never stop, but at least life within the walls go on. You walk downstairs to see Volt and Sparky. Already, they're up and working on today's items. You say your hellos and make your way to open the front door for business. Looks like it'll be a busy day today. What do you want to do, Arky?
I open up the door and walk outside.
You open the door, walk outside, and you see a bunch of people waiting to get in. And they start walking inside, and you can see Volt, who is played by Evan's character, who's basically stayed with you, and Sparky, who's obviously still with you. And they're immediately helping out the customers. You do a lot of the bigger projects now, but you're pretty much just overseeing everything, like you usually do, but probably in a wider capacity. Your business has been a lot busier in the last years because a whole change has happened. So, obviously, Dragano is here. Dragano is on Andaria, and in the form though of red fire that is in the sky, and the fire has many times over filled the atmosphere around the entire planet. So the sky is mostly just red and fiery. It's a lot less during the day, because during the day the sun, which people may consider to be Andar, is shooting down, the rays of light from him, and the red fire is a lot less. At night, it goes like this dim red. It also affects many other things. So before, you didn't have many creatures in the world. Remember, you guys traveled around. You guys traveled out of the Sunken City. You've made different voyages and different things. You didn't find any creatures unless you traveled underground into the dark. Now it is very different. There are creatures everywhere, outside, and frenzied. And at night, they are completely empowered to be something quite dangerous. And it seems that these creatures, at night specifically, operate like a hive mind together, as if they're trying to do one single purpose. And the one thing you always see is those purple goblins, the goblins with the purple skin that I mentioned a few times now in the quest. Every once in a while, you see packs of them, and they seem to be the most focused at all, trying to do something. If you remember, you guys found them underneath Rhaegar, then you also found them in the Chronomancy Tower. All sorts of creatures have come out of the dark, either fleeing or obeying an ancient or Dragano. You don't really know the reason. No one knows. So that's the state of the world. The other thing that affects your business is that because of Rhaegar made some sort of advancement, and they kind of, I guess I use the word hacked, they kind of figured out a way to hack the crystals. And they've worked a way to use crystals into all sorts of things. And it's almost brought technology not into a computer age, which is not a part of this at all, so don't think that. But it's brought everything into that in a way where things can be powered by crystals. Crystals can be used in all sorts of different ways. There's even like things where they have like it's almost like a hover bike in a sense, but it's actually powered by the blue crystals that you had a long time ago to make it lighter. And then they're using crushed red rock and rubies ruby crystals that are imbued with souls to propel it. So it's like this weird technology has come in, and it's been completely pushed in by gnomes, by Rhaegar and everything else. So Rhaegar, Sunken City, and a little bit in Arlight, and also in Ravensclaw. That's like this renaissance that's been happening for the past decade. What it's done for you is you, with Volt and Sparky, have learned it because people were requesting it, and you're close to Rhaegar and such, as, in your own rights. And it's made your business go much bigger because you guys were able to handle it and imbue items and do different things. That's been kind of what you've been doing ever since. Finally, when you came back after, which we're going to play these on Patreon, we're going to play all your journeys going forward. You finished your term running for mayor. Carl Linger ran after you, and then Dinty ran after that. And through all the times, you guys have just been going and protecting the city and such. And it's been a lot of ups and downs, but that's where it is right now. Just so you know, and that'll be the last thing I'm going to say, because it's a lot of plot here. Carl Linger was kidnapped many years ago, and that's all I'm going to say on that. So you come back into the
shucks.
And by the way, let's have a moment of silence for Vinny right now. Vinny wants to.
Yay!
What a jerk. So that is that. Anything you want to do?
So
I gave you a lot, so.
You did. So exactly, you said a decade has passed since?
22 years have passed since that. But in the last decade, the crystals have been pretty much like put into society in a big way, and people are buying them. And they're very expensive. Everything is super expensive these days. It's just a very different world. And it's more like these city-states, and then used to be outlying villages and such. Now it's just the city-states, and they're being attacked nightly. These creatures attack. If you go outside and you're going to go somewhere else, you better bring like a whole entanglement of guards with you and protection, because you might not make it to the next city. So it's a very different world. People wonder in this world why Dragano hasn't destroyed it yet, but he's actively destroying it every day. It's literally like a fiery lightning that comes down and eats away at the planet from the top, and what it looks like is that it's burning from the core also. So literally the planet is being withered from within and from the outside. And that's what people are noticing, that it's getting more unlivable every single year. So Dragano is winging and taking over, but it's not the instant takeover that people thought it would be. And people have many ideas to why.
Is Thistle still living in the Sunken City?
You haven't seen Thistle in a few years.
Wow.
More than a few years, actually.
So Volt and Sparky are the only two of the old bunch that I still...
Volt eventually made his way from the Red City to Sunken City, and Sparky, after the battle in the ships that he did from the last season, he eventually made up his way to help you out in Sunken City.
And I haven't seen Hogar in a while either.
No.
So what am I doing? Just a shopkeep now? This
is you.
That's what I am. All right, I guess I.
No, you're
stand behind the register.
It's kind of like a president. It's kind of like a president being president. Then he's done his time. He's gone off. You left in the season finale, kind of like not knowing where to go, not what to do, and then you talked about just returning home. You did that, and you completed being mayor, and you sought over the rebuilding. And as you were doing that, the crystals were coming in. The crystals seemed like this is kind of not directly a part of what you were doing, like the quest, but it was also very important to kind of get a grasp of what's going on.
Can I ask a question about this? Where were just to help him along? Where were the crystals coming from, though? Were they coming from Rhaegar, or were they coming from other places?
Rhaegar.
Okay.
Yep. Okay. So I'm gonna come back to you. I'm gonna leave you and let you
ponder
over everything I just said right now.
Ponder.
Yeah, so you can think about it.
Wow.
We're going to go to Thistle and... How is your name? Seth? Kuzra?
Kuzra.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Okay, so Thistle. Deep under the dwarven nation of Dunehammer, which is the dwarven nation you always see on the map, that we've never been to yet, but now we will be.
Dunehammer.
Deep under the dwarven nation of Dunehammer, a halfling sits perched upon a rock, deep in an underground cavern. The journey has been long to this point, full of danger at many turns. After the coming of Dragano, every creature able to did what they could, and most of them fled. Beasts, humanoids, many were burned in the fire, and the rest got away if they could. The fire jetted into the sky and blazed across the sky until meeting itself on the other side of the world. Many thought destroying Andaria would be an explosion and then nothing. This wasn't so, and what actually happened was far more menacing. For what can be told, the imprisoned red sun that is Dragano still burned at the core of Andaria, but now released its fire in the sky around the planet as well. Almost daily, firestorms sweep the skies and red dust scrapes the surface with vicious lightning strikes all over Andaria, chiseling away at its once lovely surface towards one inevitable goal, turning Andaria into a dead, brittle, hollow shell of a world, and then expelling it. Many ask why it hasn't happened yet. The Seer, the leader of the surviving elves, makes one claim, which many cling to as their last hope. The Druidic rings. One ring is lost, another has been destroyed, and one is guarded, believed to be hidden in a buried dwarven vault by the trusted king Molen Doonhammer many, many years ago. So known has this become, that it has become a saying amongst mortals, almost a prayer. Find what is lost, fix what is broken, survive until it returns. Thistle the Halfling, now a collector's champion in his own right. You're now a collector's champion, that's because of the 22 years between. Looks upon the cave. Somewhere below lies the ancient dwarvish vault, and possibly the third druidic ring. Coming out of a trance, Thistle looks around at his current companions. Your first companion is the Seer. You know the Seer. From the Seer, who with no people to lead, has given himself entirely to this mission. Falindor, the Elven Kingdom, was wiped off of Andaria from the hellish fire, killing nearly all of the Wood Elves, leaving only scattered survivors amongst the world. Elves are near extinction. The next is Arnor, a dwarvish royal defender, a volunteer from the current dwarven king, Erlon Blackshield. He's skilled with an axe and a hammer. Arnor has already proved himself in combat versus all sorts of dark creatures under Doonhammer. Next is Kuzra, played by Seth Price, the warlock, a beast-born satyr who has marked himself with the sigil of the Fire Elf, a supposedly powerful entity that has become more known since the fire came, and who placed Kuzra on a quest also to find Thistle and help recover the third druidic ring. That's why you're here, Seth. He seems loyal enough to you, and you seem to understand him, and to understand his ways, which is why, to a point, you trust him. Thistle has seen many years of quests now. To look into his eyes to see a seasoned adventurer who has both won and lost many things. Thistle, you see your party beginning to wake up and get on their feet. What do you wish to do? It actually just goes to both of you. So you guys can roleplay now. Kuzra and Thistle, we'll see you guys. Kuzra, you just get up, and Seer and Arnor are nearby just packing their things. Roleplay.
How much time do I think we have before we get to the vault?
You think you're pretty close.
Kuzra, I think we're probably within the day we should be there. So,
yeah, man. I totally think we're gonna get there soon.
Well, maybe we should start packing up camp and moving along.
I'm right with you, dude.
I love it.
Okay.
I love it.
The Seer gets his things together, and so does Arnor. And you guys begin walking through the next cave. This cave opens up, and you see a path that winds around the outskirts of the cave all the way down to a very, very far place below. As you're going down there and you're making that trek, you begin to start hearing something at the bottom. Not a lot of light here, and the Seer fixes that in a second. You see like a little fairy light comes in and flies around. Within a couple seconds, he makes another one, and that one goes down to see what is below you. You guys continue your way down, and probably when you get about almost halfway down, you see that standing on the very, very bottom is a giant of a creature. Some sort of stone giant, or maybe it's a large troll. You're not really sure what it is from here. This seems to just be sitting there in front of a large, large door.
So I turned to Arnor at that point. Arnor, any idea what that is? Is that a guardian? Is it something?
I have not seen anything like this under the city.
No.
I think it came from below.
That's
Gnarly.
That's not good. I was kind of hoping just for traps and maybe a really tricky lock, but
I'm sure you'll get your trap soon.
I'm sure I will too, unfortunately.
He wasn't there yesterday, was he?
Who? The giant?
Yeah.
We haven't gotten here yet. Maybe he was. Maybe he wasn't.
Well, we better check it out carefully because I mean, how much bigger is he than us?
It's hard for you to tell. You're so far up, and you're looking at him, and you're just spiraling down this whole thing. Out of game, do you guys remember that you've done this before?
Sounds familiar.
Sounds familiar, right? Okay. So in our other quests, because we had 3 quests playing for this to hash out the world, you guys have encountered this. So if you remember, your other characters did.
Yeah.
So you guys make your way down. As you get down, you can see this creature is probably about 30, 40 feet tall, something around there. Except it seems to be what Arnor calls to be a stone giant. And you can see his skin array is just like very hard. And you can imagine it must be very hard to bring this creature down. You guys keep walking down. You can roleplay.
So, should I, send him a message?
I don't know. I don't think that'd be wise. And Arnor, you said you don't know of this being a protector of the vault, right? You don't think this is that?
It could be used as a protector, of course. Who knows where it comes from?
So, how far away is he, would you say?
Maybe, I don't know.
It's a couple hundred feet.
Either way, we still gotta get closer. So, I mean, how big is this path that we're on?
It's probably about 10 feet wide.
And it's open in the center, I'm assuming?
Yes.
We're
exactly.
So it's a...
Right, you're just going down on the outskirts all the way down.
And where is he positioned in relation to the ramp? Where, and it comes off onto the floor, I guess?
He's pretty much right there. He's just sitting down. He seems to be bored. Maybe you can go play with him.
Patty cake?
I have a feeling I'm going to.
Yes, maybe. Thank you to Evan. Gave 2 enchantments for the heroes, getting 1 million views.
Whoa.
And also,
oh, thank you, Evan. Thanks, buddy.
Let me know if those enchantments are their choice, or did you give specific enchantments? Hello to everybody in stream today. It's good to see you in both Twitch and in Facebook.
Woo-woo.
Everybody's rolling for fun. Keep rolling, guys.
So I turned to Kozar.
Kuzra.
Kuzra, I'm sorry. Actually, I accept because I don't know what his capabilities are as a warlock, so I don't know if he's more spellcasty or more hand-to-hand.
You can ask him.
I am. Sorry, I'm not used to not seeing the person.
I am definitely more spellcasty.
Okay. All right.
And by the way, that was 10,000 stars from Evan. That's awesome.
Oh, wow. Thanks, Evan.
That's phenomenal.
Wow.
Thank you.
That is amazing.
Thank you, Evan.
Thank you.
Okay, so you guys just keep heading down?
I don't want to get the whole party within range of this guy. The seer is more of a wizard, correct? Or is he
is a wizard.
No, I'm saying, but
he's
fireballs, wizard, or just
in Audio Dungeon, which people will find out about. He is considered an auramancer.
Okay.
So he has very unusual type of spells, but he also has sage abilities too.
Okay.
So he's very powerful. It's literally like the equivalent of traveling through with Gandalf. He's way above 20th level. He's very powerful.
He's like the Aura Wizzy, right? The Aura Wizzy? No? Okay.
What?
Stop trying to get Wizzy.
Aura Wizzy.
That happened.
It's done. It's already done in my head.
I refuse to acknowledge your words.
Stop trying to make fetch happen.
That was awesome,
man.
Tom. That's so fetch.
Okay, so you guys are breaking off for the party? Everybody?
Well, I don't want the seer or Kozar to get close because
Kuzra?
I keep saying I have it written
Bernie
weird.
Kosar.
Yeah.
Some guy goes along.
Mrs. Hogarth.
Did somebody call me? I'm Kozar.
Sorry.
I've been here all the
Sorry,
whole time.
Seth.
Oh, Kozar Linger.
The Kozar Linger. I'm a cousin. Don't worry.
Great.
I'm here.
Dude, it's chill.
I heard you knew my cousin.
I heard you need another linger in your life, huh?
No, I'm good.
Oh,
No more
you're
linger.
good? Oh, I'll just back away. I got other things to do down here anyway, you know?
Sounds good.
We're here to rescue my cousin Carl. He's in the safe, right?
Damn it! If I open this vault and it's I am literally taking off this headset and walking out this door.
He's on his knee with the ring.
Note to self.
Mental note. Carl Linger is in
If he is wearing that ring when I open that vault, we are done here.
Carl Linger.
Oh man.
My pencil.
We're
See, my
done
pencil
here.
doesn't want to be here.
Guys,
because of that.
please. Close in on Carl Linger as he swallows the druidic wig and only agrees to save the world if Thistle will become his best friend.
Oh my god.
I have just written pure genius.
Oh my god.
Thank you, Dan.
Okay, that didn't happen.
So,
Terrifying.
Or not yet.
Okay, so we're gonna stop you for 1 second, and we're gonna go back to the first group. So you guys are going up in the world, but specifically in the tower. You go to the next level, and this is where the dining level was. You guys sat here and had a very interesting conversation with the Chronomancer. The dining room has overturned tables and rotten, molded food. Dishes and silverware litter the floor. There is no sign of life here. Very modularly today, right?
yeah, I was about to say. I was thinking.
You know what makes it module? The word litter. When if I say like there's dishes and silverware everywhere, it's all over the floor. No. The dishes and silverware litter the floor.
So modularly.
Yes.
Well, we've already seen this room. We should just keep going, right? Keep going up.
Yes.
Just can I make a check just by how moldy and rotten the food looks, about how long it's been?
It's not
Yeah,
that
you
moldy.
do.
You could take a bite.
Are you an expert on mold? Are you a druid?
No.
He's an expert in real estate.
I got like spores, mold, and fungus.
See how old that
Nice. Take 5 spirits, boys.
Can I roll mold percentile?
Sure. You could, don't say what it is, and Tom, you can roll an intelligence check.
All right. No. I don't make it. I rolled a 1. I'm like, that was
That's some fresh food.
That's the freshest food I've ever seen.
Good enough to eat.
those aren't eggs, they're kiwi. It's fine.
Aw.
Okay, Dan was. It's like password now. Dan's gonna secretly tell me how much mold is in it. Something I thought that me and Dan would never discuss with each other in our lifetime.
The last time we talked about mold, we were cleaning out our refrigerator in our older apartment.
I am now receiving how much mold is in the room. I have seen it and collected the data in my brain. I will not share this information.
Look at you showing off that you're in the same room.
Oh, I can reach out and touch everyone if I want to do. But I won't.
No, we're
I won't.
distancing.
I won't.
Don't.
It's so good to be with other people.
We could pass you a note.
All right.
Okay, so what do you guys want to do?
Are there any windows in the room?
Yeah, there are windows in some of the rooms. Yes.
I want to take a look out the window and see what I see of the surrounding countryside.
What do your elven eyes see? You look out the window,
I'm scared.
and you see the entire sky, but not immediately. Like away from this landmass, away from this continent, if you will, is red. Not so red here, but red litters the environment.
Oh no!
Not so much red here or here.
Not here, but right here.
Right here.
So looking outside, you hear the wind.
Only if we had a sound
Audio
effect for
Dutch.
that.
And we don't need. I have all this equipment, but I'm not going to use it. And so
Just kidding.
you see basically nothing. It's just very lifeless. You don't see anything outside. It's just perhaps too quiet.
It's a little too rough.
Yes.
I
want to watch that now.
When we entered the Chronomancer's tower, pieces of the mountain were rotating around the mountain in some sort of chronomantic magical protection. Is that happening, or is the mountain a solid form now?
The mountain is still chiseled away as if those pieces have broken off, but they are no longer floating around it. They have fallen to the ground.
Ruh-roh.
It fell. Okay.
I turned to my companions. It looks like this place has been abandoned for some time. If we want to look further, we can, but I don't know what we'll find.
Scott Weber is given 150 stars. Tom, stop trying to make modularly a word. It's not going to happen. 1,000. Go ahead.
I was quoting Tony. He already had said it.
I don't recall. It's in Webster's now. Damn it, look it up.
1,000 stars from Steven for the
thank
totem.
you.
If Tony can remember
Thank
to call
you.
me Ren moving forward.
Ren,
If
Ren.
not, it's for a reroll against him. Wow.
Ooh.
How dare you,
Ren,
Steven? How dare you
welcome.
challenge
Like
me?
it.
You said
Ren.
Steven. He wants to be called
Damn
Ren. Don't we do
Yes.
it? Do it. Oh, yeah.
All right.
That was quick.
You got it. Yeah, that's it.
Cha-ching.
Nice work, Ren.
I immediately lost.
All right. Nice job, Ren.
I don't gamble.
Fine. So it's now a reroll against me, so you guys can choose when you want to do it. Yeah. Steven, you are now my arch nemesis. I'm not even gonna call you Ren anymore. I'm not even gonna do it because I already lost. There's nothing in it for me. Okay, so what do you guys want to do?
Go to the Lido deck.
Oh, that's right.
There's a pool open.
The solarium looks quite beautiful today.
Yes.
Oh, and the other solarium looks amazing.
2 solariums.
2 solariums.
Double the solarium. Double the
I think we
fun.
should go. This place has been, it's a mess. People have been in here. I don't think we're gonna find anything of value here at this point. I say we go.
Can we see our light from this? Like, I believe we should be able to see our light from this vantage point?
You can, to a point. You can see probably about half of the city. The city looks very different than you left it, and it looks more magic-y, if anything. You don't know how to explain that.
The city looks magic-y?
Yeah, you see a lot more evidence of magic of some type.
Okay. Can we see the water from here?
Yeah, you can see the water.
What is it? Just
The water's the same color, and out beyond the water, you see the red skies. For whatever reason, it doesn't seem to be here.
Interesting.
well, that's good.
Okay, we're gonna hold up here, and we're gonna go over to
Probably not.
we're gonna go over to Mr. Isgro, who's been sitting very patiently.
No. Dan's like, I don't even know why I'm here.
Is that no, don't come to me? Or...
Oh boy.
Not
Hogarth's
really.
journey.
No, you haven't been patient, or no, don't go to you.
You don't have to come to me. Come on, Dan. We all want to see how you blundered this one.
How do you for the official feel? How do you feel after the season finale of season 3?
Oh God, terrible.
Tell us more.
Would you like to know more?
Really terrible.
really, really, really terrible.
I mean, obviously I feel horrible because I unleashed this awfulness into the world, but on top of that, I feel like I was duped. Hogarth feels like, he doesn't have an ally on the entire planet.
So now, you said before in the dungeon talks you didn't feel duped, but now you do feel like you were.
Now I feel
tricked.
like I was.
Interesting.
I think as he took some time to reflect, he feels like he was duped.
He was duped. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so just so you know, now I'm going to inform you how we're going to do this. So as you guys know, I mentioned before, in Patreon, we're going to cover the 22 years between with a lot of awesome content. I have a lot of story written up. It's going to be a lot of fun. So what we're going to do is we're going to write the story backwards and forwards, which means that you're going to start today not knowing things, and it's be normal for your character. Kind of like a quantum leap. Okay, so you're going to be in it, but it's a normals where you've been, and you're going to have the fun, and so will the fans of figuring out how the hell did you get there?
How did he get there?
Who's Dean Stockton? Where's Dean Stockton's place?
So you're starting there, and obviously on Patreon we'll be playing, and then both of these things will meet up one day.
Wow.
Understand?
Like, not really, but
No?
okay.
We're gonna play this. We're gonna play it forward, and then we're gonna play it at the current day too.
Kind of like at the beginning of season 2 when we had no memories.
Yeah.
It's a little bit like that, except that your character doesn't know. So I will say things to you, and I will alert you what you know and don't, of course. But Dan Isgro will be none the wiser.
Very well.
Very well. Give him cake. Hogar. I was going to say Dan, but Hogar.
And
Please,
Dan.
let's be clear here.
Okay. This is the Mess with Hogar section of today's viewing.
Buckle in, folks. It's going to be a bumpy ride.
Hogar, you are sitting at some sort of ballet. You are in a seat. You are wearing some sort of ceremonial armor. It is brass colored. You don't have your goggles. Your goggles are not on you. You don't have them. You're sitting down. You've just sat down for maybe like 5 minutes. And this is the first time that you're sitting here and you're in like the royal part. The rich seats. Okay? So you're sitting there and there's other nobles and you don't recognize them. And you're he's so worried. You should be.
He's the worst.
So you will be.
Somebody leans over and says, "Have you heard
You
of
don't
the
have anything
tragedy
that
of
can
Belle
I'm sorry. I couldn't help
Of course, it's a bubble opera. And you are on Coruscant.
Sorry. Oh my
I just couldn't help myself. All right.
I got the rights from Lucasfilm, from
I was hoping more
Disney.
Fifth Element.
No. Fifth Element? Oh,
I was
yeah.
hoping more Fifth Element.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty high singing there.
Great.
So a lot of nobles are sitting around you. You don't know any of them. Okay. As you're sitting down, all of a sudden you see Orella come in. Do you remember who Orella is?
Is she the wizard who went to school with Finn?
Yes. Yes. So Orella sits down and she gives you a look like a knowing look. Okay. So she sits down.
He's about to do it again, folks.
There's Wexel. No.
Murder.
So she sits down and she's dressed up in like it's her wizard's robes, but obviously it's like a dress robe, something else she's done to it. It's fancy. Whatever girls do to dress themselves.
They bedazzle it, Tony.
Oh yes, it's
bedazzled.
It's bedazzled, and she's bedazzling. Okay, so she sits down, and on the other side, probably about 20 more seats down further, is 50 experience points. Guess it.
Raven.
Raven is dead.
No, Argon.
No.
I don't know.
Ginger Wizard.
Yes.
Oh,
Nice, Tom.
50 times.
Very.
Man alive.
Clearly.
But he doesn't have all the mold is on the food.
So that's Harold. The ginger wizard is sitting down, and he looks. Your character is of course used to this, but you, Dan Isgro, see him as being obviously 22 years older, and he's got some grays in that more grays in that red beautiful mane, and he's sitting over there, and he gives you a glance, just like a look too, like.
Not so ginger anymore, is he?
Okay, so you're all sitting down, and all of a sudden the lights dim, and you begin to watch a ballet. And that happens for the next hour.
Nice.
Do you think Hogar likes the ballet?
I'm under normal circumstances or under these very stressful,
I guess
strange...
Dan Isgro loves the ballet right now, probably. But Hogar, I don't know. Yeah, okay.
I think he would enjoy the performance.
Okay.
But I think under the circumstances, he's a little freaked out.
Okay. I'm gonna leave you right there.
At the ballet?
Freaked out in the ballet.
Freaked out.
That's where I like you. I'll leave you right there.
Hogar's grabbing his sword right now. He's like, who am I murdering?
Anything but this! Take me, whatever agent wants me. We're going over to Arky Finn. Arky Finn, you've been working most of the day, and everything seems to be pretty good. You're making a lot of business. You're doing very well. You can role play.
Okay. Well, I have some questions first. You mentioned Carl Linger has been kidnapped.
Yes.
How recently did that happen?
That happened about 12 years ago.
Oh. Did I ever try and find him? Or
No, you didn't.
maybe I should... Are there any clues? I guess it's a little late. The case has gone a little cold.
You found one shoe. One shoe.
Randomly, a dozen years later, hey, Sparky, what do you say we go search for Carl later?
You know, I've been looking at this shoe for 12 years, and you know what? I think it's Carl's.
I feel bad that I never did anything.
This thing's been sitting by the register every day for the past 12 years, and now all of a sudden...
That's it. We're looking. We're finding the shoe, and we do it. We got the shoe.
Whose shoe is this?
He pours out all the take a penny, leave a pennies. That's it. I'm finding
This shoe has been here the whole time. X marks the scene of the crime.
So nobody knows. Nobody knows what happened to him. Who kidnapped him?
No, they know.
Oh,
great question.
Somebody
who
knows?
kidnapped him?
He was kidnapped by the Red Goblin.
Red Goblin.
And this Red Goblin.
And the Red Goblin is the leader of the Red City now. And the Red City is run by goblins completely.
Wow.
Goblins?
Goblins.
Wow.
Yes, goblins have completely taken over the Red City. And
Wow.
there's a humanoid. He's human, or at least that's what he appears to be. Everyone's going to think to dive right into those words. He said what it appears to be. But he wears like these red garments, and he's supposedly said to have actually noble blood, as if he belongs to be king of some sort of the Red City. But there are no other humans, at least not many. And it's basically all goblins that have taken over. And he rules them. 22 years is a weird place.
Yeah. Two, do I have a suit? Was that
Yes, you have many suits. We won't go into it right now.
Oh, that was my second question.
Because you're not prepared. So Volt,
You're not prepared. You're not prepared for having these.
No, you're not even ready.
I'm ready.
We can't even tell you.
It's more suits for him to leave behind.
You're gonna faint.
so Volt and Sparky, here's what I put forth for you. And you did go on some adventures, and obviously we're going to play them out in Patreon. But Volt and Sparky have been trying to get you to go out there and do it. But I see how I didn't think you'd be this eager to be adventuring by how you were on the season finale. But I would say this, and I think that the second you put your foot out that door, what are you going to do? Exactly.
Well, my
Wow.
plan was
Step back.
like how dangerous are the roads around the city?
Dangerous, yes. Very dangerous.
We have lots of suits.
So
He's like,
I can't get past that.
Plus danger equals Arky Finch.
You do realize, Tony, you just set him up to like
Danger
get a
and murder.
horse and carriage, like an armored horse and carriage, right? And he's gonna load it up with all his suits and just like
listen, this is-
trek across the land.
this is
He can
Audio
do whatever
Dungeon.
he wants.
Whatever he wants to do, I support fully.
That's what's great about it. Amazing.
All right, so I go to Volt and Sparky, and I'm like, you know, guys, I've been thinking it's time we try and clean up the area around the sunken city. These beasts have controlled it for too long.
oh my god.
So I was thinking we could outfit a team of gnomes.
Volt goes to help a customer.
So Sparky,
He's like, he's hilarious.
we'll fill him in later.
Sparky's left by himself.
What are we going to do?
We're gonna set a team of gnomes in our these wonderful suits we've made, and start patrolling the area around the city. Clean up the roads, and eventually clean the road to the Red City. And you may know more about the situation than me. I know you
Why
know
would
a
we
lot,
clean the road
so
to the Red City? Why would we want to go there? It's
We're
going
gonna recapture the Red City.
Ready? I got your army's name.
Okay.
Hashtag Gnome Patrol.
So,
The Gnome Patrol. I've been talking about it for years, Sparky.
so here's what happens.
I love it.
So we're gonna say there are other gnome workers. You're all playing gnome workers. This goes for Seth also. Seth and Tom. You're all gnome workers in the workshop. And make your speech. He goes, oh yeah, maybe I would stay here, and maybe some other people want to get involved in this thing, right, guys?
I don't know. It sounds kind of dangerous.
Well, it is dangerous, but you know, I've been kicking around this Gnome Patrol idea for a while.
Definitely didn't just name it and make it up right now.
I did not just hear that 2 minutes ago.
I've been to speak.
always told me I was up for bigger and greater things.
Exactly. Aren't you tired of just? I mean, we're running a good business here, but the world, it's not what it used to be. We've got to get it back to the old days of Eldari. Don't you remember before Dragano came?
Boss, I'm 20 years old. I don't remember what you're talking about, but I feel like every time the season changes, you come downstairs and you talk about back in the old days. think maybe you should have your coffee.
Your coffee. Yeah. Have your coffee first, and then we'll talk about Gnome Patrol.
We'll talk about the old days.
I don't know what you're. I've been sweeping floors in this place for 7 years. I've never heard a single word about the Gnome Patrol.
Yeah, when you sleep sometimes we hear you when you nap at the register. No, Patrol. We thought that was just a dream, though, Aki.
No, I've had an idea of a big suit army for a long time, and we've just never been able to quite get it going. I keep losing my suits, and now finally we're in a position to do it.
All right, well,
We are?
And maybe we could fly to the Red City and try and find Carl Linger.
What if I buy the shop from you, and that will free you up for the Gnome Patrol?
You see my gnome like run away for a second? Like he runs away for a
You're
minute.
gonna buy the shop? I'll wait for you.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay here.
Scott Weber gives 500 stars. Bribery to Sparky and Volt get suits. That's up to. It's up to the big guy over here.
Yes.
Oh my god!
Wow, you heard it here.
That's
Volt
awesome.
and Sparky just got a suit.
How many suits?
Oh my
are
god!
there?
I think we can roll for it. We're gonna roll 1d20 with advantage.
Oh my god!
That's a lot.
Oh, man.
It's 22 years, man. 22 years. It's like one a year. If you roll
22 years, Tony, come on.
If he rolls a 20,
He's gonna roll a 1 and a 2, and that'll be
You can do
Here we go.
reroll.
If
You go do one.
If he rolls a 20, it's like one every year.
12.
12 suits.
right,
That's
okay.
There are
respectable.
12 different prototype suits down in the basement.
Okay.
All of a sudden, you hear...
I do that. Give an inch, he takes a foot.
Hey, come on, I'm playing it. You didn't see fucking gnome. I'm playing
Okay,
the gnome.
you see a suit coming up with a little gnome inside it.
Yeah.
You said we're doing a Gnome Patrol, right?
Seth, hold up.
I am ready.
Seth, give me the main theme behind this suit. Don't make it ridiculous. You can make it interesting, but not ridiculous.
All right. It's got like those glass knobbies all down the arms with like electricity kind of arcing between them.
Oh, okay. It's a different. It's,
Little power crystals, you can see them.
it's like a souped-up electro suit that we had before. Okay.
Nice.
Okay, so you see he's in his electro suit and he's walking up, and immediately like and it starts shooting lightning everywhere, and everyone is dodging. Everyone actually roll a dexterity check, and we're gonna say you get a +2, everybody. And if you fail, you get singed to go unconscious.
12.
18.
6.
Natural 20.
There you go.
14. I mean, 13. Sorry.
4.
Roll of the night.
Okay, so some of you raise your hand if you just went unconscious.
I think that was me.
What do we need to roll?
18.
No, 15.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, got it.
Unconscious.
I'm out.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3. No, get zapped on the floor, and you're walking around.
Are we finally doing this? You
Be
said
careful with that suit.
But you said we're going Gnome Patrol. I went and got the suit.
I don't know. Maybe that suit's not ready.
Good idea.
Why? Obviously, it's working. I mean, look. 1, 2, 3. It took out already. Imagine what we could do out in the field.
Go ahead, Tom. You have something you want to say?
No.
Oh, so you raise your
He's
hand.
unconscious.
No, I was unconscious. I wasn't.
Oh, okay, sorry.
I think the Hilton Gnome suit should stay here.
What?
Guys, quickly, everyone's gonna name the gnome next to you. And Seth, you name Tom's gnome, and Tom, you name Seth's gnome. I'm gonna start with Dan. Go ahead, name Damien.
Shirky.
Shirky, write that down. Make sure you have that. Damien, name Brooke.
I don't know.
Doing great, Damien. Anything out of your mouth would work.
Cup.
Lampshade.
Lampshade.
Lampshade McQuiggins.
Lampshade.
That's all you need to do is give her a ridiculous name. Go ahead, Brooke. Brooke, name Vinny's gnome.
Brigands.
Brigands. Lampshade Mahiggins and Brigands.
Lampshade.
Do you realize that you did that?
McSquiggin.
Lampshade McSquiggin. Whatever.
Lampshade McSquiggin and Brigand?
Yeah, well, I
Was
thought
this
of
a Saturday morning
I thought
cartoon?
of Brigands before I thought of
Go ahead,
McQuig-
name
just
Dan's
Lampshade.
gnome.
Just Lampshade.
Feldar.
Feldar. Okay.
Eldar.
Seth,
just
name
Lampshade.
Tom's gnome.
Corny.
Corny.
I like that.
I love it.
Nice.
Tom, name Seth's gnome.
Glinkle.
Glinkle.
Yeah.
There you go. I like these names. Okay, except Lampshade.
I'm just Lampshade.
There's a
People know me as just Lampshade.
You're now tasked with
It's great.
making a reason
love
why
it.
you're called Lampshade.
That's your nickname.
Little one-take scrow. That's what we call
What was my
them.
name again?
There you go.
Okay, everyone has their gnome names. Make sure you write it down, and we're gonna hold off of this amazing plot line that's going forward right now here in this workshop, and we're gonna make our way over to Thistle and Kuzra. Okay, so you I sound like you were about to decide to go down by yourself, but you don't seem to be ever doing it. Is that gonna happen?
Actually, I was going to suggest a plan. So I turned to the two spellcasters. I'm like, the two of yous, I feel should stay at a distance. I mean, I don't want you to get anywhere within arm's reach of this thing, because who knows if it's friend or foe. And
I would worry for you. This is quite large creature.
Well, I was hoping Arnor would come with me, just in case. I mean, if you see it starts going wrong, do what you got to do to either get us out of there or take it down. But I would like to try to talk to it first. Hopefully, it's.
I do have many spells, but of course I will wait here and rest.
Well, I don't want you to wait all the way up here. I mean, you're gonna come down somewhat, right?
Well, it is up to you. You're telling me.
Oh no, that's what I'm saying. I want you to come down. I want you back up.
Okay,
just in case.
I will come down a part of the way.
Exactly.
Kuzra, are you okay with this plan?
Yeah, man. I could cast invisibility on us if, you wanted to.
Oh, wow. We have good ideas, too.
Okay. Well, I was hoping it... I mean...
No, don't use invisibility.
I mean, we
Just
could.
fight it.
I was hoping not to fight it. I was hoping maybe we could talk to it. Maybe it's reasonable.
Oh, yes. Maybe it's reasonable.
I mean, he does look like he's misunderstood.
That is what I was thinking. Go ahead. We will back you up. In case he is not as reasonable as you think.
Now you're really making me re-second guess my plan here.
Oh, you want to take the epic level wizard with you?
If you're invisible, sure.
Whatever you wish.
Well, let's see if we can sneak around him then. Invisibility it is.
Kuzra, could you cast invisibility, please?
Yeah, man. So I cast invisibility on the three of us. So
four of us.
Four of us. Okay, on the four of us.
Would you forget about me?
Tony's talking to himself. We've reached that goal already.
I'm
sorry, dude.
I'm talking to Kuzra.
I just woke up.
Yeah. Everybody forgets about Arnor. Okay, let's go.
Okay, you guys make your way down. You get within, say, 100 feet. They stay back.
All right, I want to get around. Almost like see what.
Okay.
Does he have any weapons on him? What's he doing?
He's sitting there, and he has a humongous club that is like 14 and a half times the size of you.
Oh my god! And he's just hanging out.
Yeah.
Does it look like he has any like rations with him, or is he got like a campfire set up? Like what's the?
No, he seems to be playing with something in the middle. Like he has like some rocks, and he's just like hanging out.
All right, I want to go around him. I want to try to get closer to the door and see what's up over there.
Okay, so you're invisible, so you come down and you start walking near the door. Give me a stealth check.
That is a 17.
Okay, you make your way. You make your way over to the door. The door is huge. It is 50 feet high. It is made of wood and is braced by iron. The iron slats that are across it are extruded.
Wow.
What was that?
The future.
The iron slats are very heavy, and you could tell just by looking at them. And there's two of them on the door. As you walk by him, he's like,
Whoa. Whoa. We smell human? No. Half human.
he gets up. Whoa. He starts looking around. Audio dungeon. Okay, so he starts looking for you or something like you. What do you want to do?
So, Tony, can you describe what is around us again? So
Sure. So you guys are up top a little bit, about 100 feet up in the air, and basically the path winds around the outskirts. Imagine it's obviously like a roughed out cave, but imagine if it was like a cylinder going up and down, and the path just spirals down the entire way. So you guys are stayed about 100 feet up. and he's now standing in the middle at the bottom next to a giant 50-foot wooden door.
So he's at the very bottom of the spiral.
Yes.
Okay.
He's literally just sitting in front of the door, and there's no other area, nothing for him to do. You imagine the only way he either came down this weird spiral path, which wouldn't make any sense, or he came outside the door. So.
Okay.
Dolores Davis says, Lampshade has got to go. Please pick another name.
I love lamb.
Everybody's remembering it.
Mom is not happy.
Number one.
It's okay, Mom.
No one needs my daughter lampshade.
It's your gnomish daughter.
That was 100% Dolores.
I met Dolores. That's
Yeah.
exactly what she sounds like. Right, Dolores? It was like, did you think you're on the show for a second?
Close your eyes.
Close your eyes.
I'm Dolores. No one names my daughter Lampshade. Not me, not you, not nobody.
Not nobody.
Oh my God. Mom has a colon now.
Your mom's going to kill me when she meets me. Excuse me. Okay, so what do you want to do? Is this anybody?
I just want to like watch and see what he does for a minute. Is he just like stalking around the room, or is he?
He's looking around. Yeah, he's looking around for you or for something like you. He's like, he picks up his little rocks and goes.
Is he holding his weapon at all, or?
No.
All right, all right. So actually, I'm gonna talk to him.
Go for it. Great idea. Maybe he's reasonable.
You're probably looking for me.
Whoa.
Don't be afraid.
I'm gonna do what the Rancor does in Return of the Jedi. It's very similar to Jabba the Hutt. He goes, "Whoa." He wakes up the same way, but the Rancor goes like this, and then, just in case you were wondering what happened in Star Wars with these creatures, now you know. So he wakes up. Sorry, my brain, it goes different places. Lampshade McHiggins.
Earlier, now the Rancor.
Yes, thank you. So he looks around. Where are you?
Well, first I need to know what your intentions are here. And every time I talk, Tony, I like move to a different spot in the room.
That's a smart idea.
Yeah.
Did I eat you already?
No. And I'm hoping you don't. And I move again.
Hey. What are you doing? Why are you not filling my tummy?
Well, I was hoping you and I can
You know I can't work if you don't fill my tummy.
be mutually beneficial to each other.
I will help you if you go in my tummy.
Well, then that's not going to work.
Oh. You make suggestion.
He's looking for you in weird places.
His armpits.
Oh? Not
I'd
there.
like to sneak behind him.
What's your purpose here?
You walk down behind him, he said?
I want to sneak up behind him.
Okay. You can hear Arnor's with you too.
Okay. Well, who? Okay.
You can't see anybody.
I'm sorry. When you said Arnor, I was thinking Seth's character, but never mind.
So
what's Seth's character's name?
Kuzar.
Kuzra.
Damn it! I can't get it right.
Did somebody call me again?
Kuzra.
Write it down.
Oh no,
I have it written down.
No, sorry.
I keep saying it wrong.
Okay. So
Cousin?
Kuzra, if you want to make an action, go ahead. Go for it.
Okay, so I'm going to cast Levitate on him.
Interesting.
Wouldn't that make him float up and he's not really able to...
Levitate, I believe, goes up about 10 feet. If I remember correctly, yeah. So it won't float forever, but he will go up like a certain amount, and then he can glide over, but he's not in control.
Yeah.
That's not it.
It's up to 500 pounds, so he's probably quite a bit bigger than that, right?
Okay, yeah. So that's basically a miscast. You cast on him, and nothing happens.
So Kuzra would know that. I would not.
Sure. Okay, good. I'll give you another action.
My apologies.
No problem.
Does he have any pockets?
No, none that you were aware of.
Okay. I'm walking towards the door then.
Okay, you walk towards the door. You hear Arnor is staying there, and he's like, he goes, if anything happens, he whispers to you, I'll get him. Okay, Thistle.
So I turn back to him. I was wondering, why are you here?
Me have to stay.
Who told you to stay here? You seem like you're, pretty self-sufficient. Like, I don't think you really have to take orders from somebody.
What is self-sufficient?
You're your own giant.
I am my own giant.
So then why are you taking orders from somebody?
Because dwarves feed me.
So the dwarves put you here?
Yes, they feed me. I watch the door.
Well, good thing then. We're on the same side.
Yes, door is there. We are here.
No. I mean, as friends.
Side.
As friends. We are friends.
You are a dwarf.
I am sent by the dwarves.
Smell like halfling.
You are correct.
Me correct.
You're not wrong. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Good. What do you want from me?
I'm trying to get him. I want to see where he goes. I want to see where his brain is. I want to see if he just starts swinging at things.
This reminds me of when Brooke was trying to talk to Morgan Freeman.
Can I go now?
Can I go now? I've watched that like 1,000 times. Like, it's the funniest thing to me.
Picturing it.
I could watch that
Poor
video
guy.
forever.
I just want to talk, man.
The dwarves have sent me to collect what's in the vault below.
Me not know about this.
We're gonna stop right there. We've been here a long time. Okay, we're going over. Who is next? We haven't been to a while. Back to the start. Guys in the tower. You guys make your way to the top of the tower, correct?
Yes.
On top. So this is Botorius, Abyssia, and Findalar. On top of the tower, you find 2 dead beasts, both griffins, such as the ones you saw recently in your travels towards the tower. Below them, the stone is stained with blood. You wonder what happened here. So there's 2 large griffins dead, and the whole stone on top is just all stained with blood. And it looks like either the blood went everywhere, or it's blood from much more things. And you're standing on top of the tower. You feel the cold wind because all the mountains around you are still snowy, actually, and it's very cold up here. And again, you don't see any signs of life. No birds in the sky. Nothing. Roleplay.
Death.
What has happened here?
I don't know. It's too quiet, though.
I worry by the skies being a different color and the lack of living things, and the fact that the Chronomancer, a being who controls the flow of time, is no longer here. I worry that we may have failed. At least somewhat. That the Earth, that maybe the Celestial War has come already to the Earth. I can't be. The Jorgana must not have been released. The Earth we were still here in Ataria, but I don't know.
But that red sky is very reminiscent.
Yeah,
Of what we saw.
Reminds me of the purple sky of the Necromancer.
Yes.
I say we go. We gotta find somebody.
Where should we go?
We've gotta make contact with somebody. We've gotta see who's left out there. Don't you think?
Yeah.
Nobody's here. We're not gonna stay here.
Tony,
so
when
we gotta go.
I look out. Do I see anything different because of the amulet? Do I see anything that sticks out?
No. You can sense there is something magical, but it's in the tower. Outside of the tower, no.
Something magical's inside the tower.
Yes, because it's something attuned that you are sensing that Tom apparently is missing for some reason.
Okay. Before we go anywhere, there is something here in this tower that's, I think, could be of import to us.
How do you know this?
I sense it.
Magic.
Yes.
Okay.
I think it's what I think it's that's what you say.
Whatever. All right.
You want to look for it?
For this magical trace you sense, and then I guess from depending on what that is, our next step will be to travel to Arlight
Okay. Tony, I bend down. I take three feathers from the griffin,
Okay,
and I put them in my pocket.
you got it. Anything else?
Looking at the griffins, do they look like they died in combat, or that they're like maybe like their throats were slit, or some sort of ritualistic killing?
That's an excellent question. Take 25 experience points.
Nice.
You from asking that question to yourself, that's very good because you were about to leave. You are very sure that they were killed, and probably normally it would have been a ritual, but they were, or whoever went way beyond what they should have done for perhaps a reason that they thought was vital, or was some sort of emergency, or they tried something they shouldn't tried, but they went beyond what it was, because you can tell that the type of dagger used was a dagger used in a ritual, and being a wizard, Tom, and that's exactly the feel you get.
Is the dagger still there?
No, but Tom being a wizard can tell that kind of dagger. It's not made for much.
Is all of the blood gone from them, or is it all dried up, or is there?
They're not bleeding out anymore.
But is there blood still inside of them?
You'd have to go inside to find out.
And I thought it smelled bad.
On the outside.
Remember when the griffin blood was used
to
combat the effects of
time.
chronomancy. Yeah. So perhaps something was done in a desperate need to strongly counteract those effects.
Very good, Tom.
Wow.
That's right.
Good job. Well, you guys, season 4 is a completely different season.
Yeah.
We're remembering things in the plot.
One might say we're seasoned.
I've aged in these 22 years.
Yes.
Okay, that's 2 seconds.
Yes. Yep.
How you have matured.
All right, Abyssia, can you sense the direction of this magic that you feel?
Do I sense it, Tony?
It's in something in the tower. You don't know why you're sensing it, and he doesn't seem to, but it's in the tower.
In the tower, okay. It's coming from within the tower. I maybe as we get closer, I can sense it more strongly.
I still do not know how your sensing of these things work, because I detect no magical auras anywhere. But
since
all right,
amulet.
I trust you, so we'll follow. Let's go back into the tower and search.
Okay.
All right then. Let's do it.
We walk back into the tower.
Okay, you guys walk back into the tower, and you start walking down all the different levels. Now, you walk past the levels, which is the first level was the dining area, and then you walk past the level with all of the broken doors. And if you remember, just to remind you, that was the level where all those doors were actually portals. And all of them, well, actually, don't say all of them, most of them have been shattered, just so you know. You continue your way down, and the next level you come up is some sort of makeshift library. You guys start looking around, and it seems like this too, like rest of the tower, has been like ransacked. This level is a makeshift library with countless books upon books in piles. Many scrolls lay on tables, both furled and unfurled. You could say that scrolls perhaps litter the tables. You begin to search through for anything. Thank you. Stop trying to make it a word.
It's modularly.
You begin to search through anything that might be informative or useful, and finally find something etched into a table with a blade. When you guys all look at it, Tom, Findelar doesn't sense any magic. When you go, you hear the words of this. Whoa. And the words of the Chronomancer, which you remember his voice very clearly. It's only been 18 minutes ago.
Yeah.
22 minutes ago. So it says, one broken, one out of time, one guarded deep. If you return, do not stay the night. The Red Goblin is seeking you.
Okay.
Did she say that to us? Did she?
Because I get right out of there. No, she didn't say it yet.
Yes, I tell them what I heard.
The rings?
I imagine
that-
so.
Must be, right?
Yes. But we also can't stay here and
We
we're
gotta get
being
outta here.
watched.
Well, I'm all for that. I've been saying it the whole time.
I'm all for leaving.
I've been saying that since I got here.
Is this what I feel is magical? What was calling to me? Well, what I felt. So I feel like that was it.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
It was some sort of imprinted magic, and it's sonic actually. And
Okay.
your first thought, actually, roll intelligence check. Give me a 10 or above, and I will.
Sonic Bard.
22.
22. Oh, you missed it. No,
So mean.
I'm sorry.
So mean.
No, I have so much power. I have to use it.
Sorry. Not today.
You're pretty sure that because if you guys notice the way bards work in this world, amongst everything else, they're kind of like a savant and they're like the sometimes why of magic. That he did it in this way so that no one else would be able to hear it or get it.
Can I roll to copy his voice?
Yes, because you can actually hear his voice at will when you go over to it.
Okay. 5.
Okay, you got it.
I got it.
Nice.
Okay.
I can't wait to see how that plays out.
Yes.
That's going to be interesting.
All right. So, don't stay the night. The what? The Red Goblin is looking for us?
The Red Goblin
Is seeking
is
you.
watching us. It's seeking us or can...
Seeking you.
Oh, seeking us. The Red Goblin is seeking us?
Seeking you, it says.
I don't know what the Red
Seeking
Goblin is.
me?
Well, that doesn't sound good.
No, any goblins don't sound good. And then, you guys think? You think it has something to do with the ring? I'm trying. I'm out of game. I'm trying to remember what we know as player characters versus what we know as watching the show.
What's your question?
About the rings.
Like they jumped right through. Oh, the 3 rings. It must be the rings. And I'm like, why would you think that? Like, I don't remember. I don't remember what we know.
Yeah.
Versus like.
I guess. See, I can't answer that. I guess I go to Damien and say, what made you remember that?
I'm trying to think now. I feel like when we left off, at some point at the end of last season, that there was mention of the 3 rings of Andaria and how one was
from Ormond,
right? Like, and
so you guys all know.
it was kind. Yeah, I feel like we heard that in game.
Season 4, Damien has
Look, I remembered something.
Something and brought it forward to a relevant time.
Oh my god.
Season 4 is gonna be crazy, guys.
Full of surprises.
It's all downhill from here.
Right.
Take 5 experience points. Hand them
That
out
is amazing.
Like the
I
candy.
remembered something. Awesome.
All right. All right.
Okay, where do you guys go? Or do?
There we go.
We leave.
Yes, let's get out of
Okay,
the tower.
you guys begin to make your way down the tower. When you get to the bottom,
I
you
I grab one of the scrolls off the
What
table.
time of day is it?
Before we leave.
Okay, grab a random scroll.
Random scroll.
It's early in the morning.
Time to get a watch. Scroll.
Just curious.
When you guys get down to the main level, you realize that if you wanted to, you could go down into the basement of the tower. Or you could go out the front door. I'll let you think about that. We're gonna go back to actually.
Here's a worm for you.
We're gonna go to Hogar. Hogar, you've watched the entire ballet, and
How good was it?
it's interesting. You've never seen a ballet before. You've heard that it was here, but you've never seen it.
I finally saw a ballet now.
Yeah,
Bucket list item.
bucket list. Are you?
15%.
Oh, you didn't really like it.
No.
Okay.
It wasn't very good.
No.
It wasn't
Okay.
very good, or you just didn't enjoy it?
So you're sitting down, you're watching at the end, and you're looking over, and you're like, I can't see her because you are here for a purpose.
Okay.
And finally, about halfway through, you saw the Queen sit down. And I'm not talking about Taylor, not the Queen from the Red City. You see the Queen of Queensland, the Dark Queen, sit down, and she has this elaborate black outfit that's like spans out and she sits down. And she sits down, taking up like 3 chairs, all her stuff, and like these people around her, like some sort of advisors, and they sit down next to her, like acolytes of some sort. And when she does, people around her, like they applaud, and she's watching the whole event. And you're sitting there, and you look exactly like you do right now, with your mouth open, watching, because you've never thought you would be this close. Arella looks at you and just like, So you watch the rest of the ballet, and it ends. Do you leave normally and go outside?
No, I'm waiting to see the Ginger Wizard or Aurelia.
So everyone starts getting up, and they motion to you as like, let's meet outside. She walks up to you. She goes, "It's the first time around her. How was it?"
She's very regal.
Yes, I would say so. But it's good news. It worked. She didn't sense that you were here with the Archmage or anything. She surely would have killed you instantly.
That's true. Do we know that for a fact?
No. Harold walks up, the Ginger Wizard. Aye, so it worked. I told you it'd work. He nudges Arella. She's like, you don't have to nudge me every time. I'm not one of the boys. Let's get back to they give you one of the new rooms in a tower, right? So that's pretty good. You'll have a lot of access there. Let's go there. Let's meet there tonight, and then we can discuss the next part of our plan.
Can we go over the first part of the plan first?
Well, I don't know if we should just start talking about the plan in the middle of everything.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
The first part of the plan was here.
Second part of the plan's there. Third part of the plan is someplace else.
Let's meet
to there.
Let's meet in your tower, the North Tower. We'll meet there, and then we'll discuss everything you want to know.
Okay.
Okay. See you there. The Ginger Wizard kind of just nods. You guys, they leave 2 different ways. What do you do?
I go a third way.
A third way. You start walking around, and you're walking amongst. Just picture like you're in like Madison Square Garden. You're walking around like the center. You're walking the whole thing. It's huge. There's tons and tons of people here.
I'm keeping an eye out for anybody I know.
Okay. You're looking around for people. You don't see anybody. People pass you, and they're like Hogar. They kind of slap you on the arm. Like they're very excited to see you. You get the feeling that it's not. Again, your character knows. Dan doesn't know, so I am revealing it in an odd way. Dan, you get the feeling that they know you, but not in a personal way. They know of you. So they kind of slap you in the arm, like say like they're goes, I'll be there tomorrow. And some guy walks by. You make your way eventually, and you know how to get to the North Tower. You leave this place, and not by going to the ground, by going over to one of the outer parts of the circle, and then is like a long stone bridge that extends from that in the air, and then you walk out that bridge, and you see this large, very huge and wide tower, and you go up the tower. You make your way up there. A guard sees you, lets you in, and there's only one of like 12 different rooms circling this tower. So there's like a room around the clock. You make your way. It's like a clock, like 12 rooms, like 12 numbers on the clock.
Okay.
You go up there, pick your favorite number from 1 to 12. No?
2.
He's like, I ain't falling for this trick, Tony.
No. I throw myself out of the tower. So you said 2?
2.
Oh. 2.
Yeah.
That's a queen size.
Let me just write
That's
that
a double
down.
queen.
Okay, you go into room number 2, and you see of all different kinds of armor here. All your effects here. The goggles are there. All the other stuff. That was a dupe. And talk about being duped.
Lucky
is probably dead
by now.
Lucky is not there.
Yeah.
No.
22 years is a long time for.
Yeah. So you.
Yeah, but he was a dream.
Your room is set up. And it's basically how you set up. Somebody moved all your stuff in here, which was nice of them, but it's the first time you're actually going to sleep in here for the night. And, in a couple hours, you're going to meet everyone else.
What do you mean they moved my stuff?
So you actually got upgraded recently.
Okay.
So you were in the town below. You just had one of the rooms, and it's one of the rooms that they give to all the gladiators. But now, because you've done so well, they've upped you.
Gladiators. So when you say they moved my stuff, did they move it from one room?
They moved from a room in the lower poverty area to in the north tower. And why not? You're literally one of the champions of the entire Coliseum in Queensland.
Oh my God. Queensland.
Wow.
Queensland.
Well, the queen ain't in the Red City.
Oh my God.
It's not Queen Taylor. It's not.
I know.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
Just making sure that no one's confused. I'm gonna leave you with that. Arky Fit. We'll come back to you. You're surrounded by all your gnomes, and you're making your speech about Gnome Patrol. So some of them seem on board, some of them have zapped other gnomes, and they seem to be recovering now. Go ahead, pick up your roleplay.
All right, so we all on board? I should probably talk to Ginty first before
Well, I'm
we
in.
start doing this. Not getting a lot of positive feedback here. I thought everyone would be excited.
I mean,
I used to go
I'll
on
try it on.
adventures all the time,
I'm just worried we don't have everybody else with us. We can do it, but remember the time that we hurt the necromancer by blowing up the suit? If we do that now, there's nobody else.
yeah.
What do you mean there's nobody else?
It would be like you and me. If Volk comes out or maybe whoever else comes out, but we don't have the whole gang here.
I wonder where the rest of the Blackwater Bandits are.
They're gone.
I know.
Isn't it? Is it? I can't remember how many years now. It's been so long, but aren't you supposed to return sometime soon?
Roll intelligence check. Before you answer the answer you want to answer. You roll extra 20?
No, 17.
17. So you believe it's in this year, actually.
Right.
And you knew it was coming up, but you keep thinking about it, but you realize that it's sometime this year. You just have no idea when.
Yeah. Well, they're supposed to be back pretty soon, I think. It was 22 years. They're coming back this year. I don't know when, though. Hey, maybe they'll come to the Sunken City. That's where we all met, Ah, those days.
Yeah.
Remember back when I was mayor?
Yeah.
Those were some good... Well, I guess they weren't great days, but...
It's been pretty terrible since Drogano came.
Yeah, I mean, we lost the gold.
I can't say it was the good
world
old
felt the
days.
evil, but...
So wait, this all started when you became mayor.
Well...
Your mayor was pretty much the beginning of the end.
But remember that first year? That first year I was mayor.
First week.
It was a year.
Weren't you gone for
Lampshade, it was a year.
When you let Raven into the town.
Didn't you leave right
It was
after you
also
got
fast.
elected?
Yeah, you left.
We had some good days, but maybe I should go talk to Ginty and see if he could round up some more forces. I go to see Ginty.
Okay, you go to the mayor's office. You walk right in, pretty much. You're obviously a big shot in the town. You walk in, Ginty's there.
Oh, hey, Arky.
Hey,
Come on
Ginty.
in.
Thanks. I think it's time we start being more proactive about defending.
Hello. How you been, Ginty? I've been good, just running the town.
How's the family, Ginty?
They're doing good.
Great.
Little
Gentilia.
Little Gentilia is that's a terrible name.
I know.
It's a terrible
I don't want to
name.
hear about your little
I don't want to hear about
Gentilia.
lampshade, okay? I don't want to hear about lampshade.
I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah,
Let's go with somebody else.
Every time with you.
Gentilia.
It's a female name.
Seth,
My
Seth,
God.
give me a name, Seth.
Little Pinky.
Susie Lucy.
Little Susie.
Oh, yes.
My little Susie Lucy.
Lucy.
Oh, that's
She got
great.
an A in
And losing stuff.
being a gnome. No, she got an A in math.
Oh, great.
I'm very proud.
Well, this is all great stuff, Ginty. So anyway, now I was thinking,
What were you thinking?
it's time we got to go on the offensive.
Uh-huh.
And start being more proactive about patrolling the areas outside of the Sunken City.
Is this Gnome Patrol again? Gnome Patrol is not going to work. It's going to get gnomes killed.
the name could change. It doesn't have to be Gnome Patrol.
I'm not upset with the name. I'm upset with what the name represents.
Okay, so what about Carl Linger? I think it's time maybe, if you're not into Gnome Patrol, the quest to save Carl Linger. It's time.
I would love to save Carl. Carl was a great mayor.
I want to take a group of gnomes.
That was a dig. That was a dig.
Yes.
That was a dig, Archie.
I'm glad you brought that up, Tom.
Hey, Bob, we get a raise.
You brought your entire staff with you, Todd?
Oh, by
I
the
don't
way,
need to see Gnome Patrol to understand Gnome Patrol.
It's a bunch of gnomes. I thought some.
Yes,
But,
right.
sir-
Bunch of gnomes go do a thing.
But
Gnome
sir, look how
Patrol.
good it
We actually patrol. We're gonna patrol.
We could go to the.
I really
Red
have lots of things to do.
We go to the Red City.
The Red City is full of goblins.
We'll sneak in.
And then what?
In our big suits.
We can't save Carlinger.
Why?
Because
Why?
what are we going to do? There's full of goblins plus a red goblin. No one can stop him. He's too powerful.
Have we tried negotiating with the goblins?
He has killed everyone that he has met. He's negotiating with nobody. And we don't even know what he is. Supposedly he's one of the bloodlines of one of their kings, but he's some sort of expert swordsman, and he's a wizard also. He's too powerful. You go near this guy, he's going to kill us all. We're together. If you want a Gnome Patrol within the walls of the sunken city. And you can Gnome Patrol until your little gnome heart stops. That was dark, but you get my point.
I'm sorry, I'm such a bother that you're thinking about me dying already, but okay. We'll start with just patrolling in the city, guys. But
50 stars. Robbie from Scott Weber. I'm great, just running the town, not letting people rob the city. Coffers. What's the Gnome Patrol again? 50 stars. Thank you very much.
Oh,
Thank you.
Guys, we love stars because they let the show continue on. If you like season 4, season 5 will be even cooler because of stars. Thank you. Just kidding. We appreciate the support, guys. Thank
How
you.
we doing on
Thank you, guys.
shares and
We
likes
have
and
50
all
shares,
that?
guys. You can use.
Right.
Yeah. Excellent.
Thank you, guys.
We have 70 shares, actually.
Nice.
Ladies and gents.
Good work, everyone. Okay, go ahead. say your things. You're doing well, Rob. Keep it going. Guys, you're all there with them. If you want to join in, it's Seth, Tom. You can all join in here.
I'm unconscious. I'm still back.
No, you guys came back up. You guys.
Oh.
You still.
You want to stay unconscious? Why?
I'd rather be unconscious for this whole thing.
I turn to Jinty. I'm like, look how good the suit works.
No, he brought the suit.
Oh my
You walk in.
God.
Okay.
Dear Lord.
Oh my God.
Give me your dice. I'm annexing your dice. Okay. Uh-oh. Okay, so Jinty dodges behind his desk, and lightning starts spewing out all the rooms.
Careful,
Look out.
Brighams.
Is this Gnome Patrol?
Brigands.
This is part of it. This is
This is part
This
of
is-
it.
but Jinty, I was just thinking of something. Do you remember exactly how long ago it was? What time of year it was when Dragano came back?
It was the most terrible day I could ever imagine. It was during the trial. I was there.
Right, the trial.
So were you.
Is it close? I was thinking. Someone
close?
reminded me that is that close to that time of year, because
What, remembering Dragano? Yes. Every year I remember.
Oh, we should have a cake.
well, no, it's not really a celebration.
Yeah, let's have a Dragano cake.
Yes, Dragano Day.
But I'm having a party for Dragano.
And all kinds of fun
We'll
things.
eat it till it's all Dragano.
That is not what I'm getting at.
Oh, God.
I leave.
I was just suggesting we burn the cake,
And it's going to be the best Dragano day ever.
That's not a day.
Happy Dragano Day.
Sounds like a waste of cake.
Maybe Finn.
I would likely make Dragano Day before I say Gnome Patrol is going to be a thing.
Put a vote out online. See
There's
which people
no
would
vote.
rather
I
have.
am mayor. I don't have to vote.
Dragano Day.
If you come up with a good plan, then yes, we can do it. But Gnome Patrol, go ahead, say your plan. Give me 2 sentences. Can't wait to hear this amazing plan. I bet it starts like this. Gnomes get in suits and go on patrol. Tell me if you have anything else.
Well, we'll start close to the walls. That's the first part, and then we gradually.
Sacrifice, we move in. We start at the wall, we move in.
Well, you're right.
I thought he wanted to move out.
Wait, out. I'm sorry. Lampshades.
And morality.
You got it all wrong. Okay.
Sorry, I'm excited.
So
I finally feel important.
I was wondering though. Remember Finn and Abyssia and Botorius?
Yes.
Maybe they'll be coming back. Do you think they'll come to visit me when they come back? I mean, not come back. We might be when they went.
What?
I think
What are you doing to me?
What is happening?
I think Arky's brain's about to explode.
Oh my god.
I would just don't be surprised if they show up.
Okay. I think what you're saying is has it been the 22 years?
Right.
I can check. Hold on. He comes back in a couple minutes and he goes, okay, actually, it has been. It should be this month sometime.
Oh. We should have gone to Arlight. Maybe we could meet them there.
And then they can join the Gnome Patrol.
Well,
Gnome Patrol!
That was too perfect.
Wow.
You're welcome.
See, Jesse, it's catching on.
It's not catching anyone past this circle.
Well, I guess we can't go to Arlight.
If we go anywhere you go, it's going to be dangerous. If you want to go, go. But don't take Gnome Patrol with you. You're going to kill these people.
We'll stay on patrol.
He likes the name, boss.
I guess I'll just go back to this shop then. Well, we'll go to Smithy's. Is that place still open?
Oh, good question. Is Smithy still open?
Did his son go
Well,
there?
Smithy is open, of course. Obviously, Smithy is not alive anymore, but yeah.
I guess he must be gearing up for his 75th anniversary.
Oh.
As I just said,
Well,
he's not
they
alive
say
anymore.
But
So he's not gearing up for anything right now.
I can't wait for that party.
Gearing up for turnip.
You know, that's where it all started for me, Ginty, really. Smithy's 50th. Remember?
What are we doing here?
Okay. Well, I'm going to the tavern, Ginty. I'm sorry to have wasted your time with Gnome Patrol.
Every day. That's not every day, but it's like literally like before you have a coffee every like week.
There's going to come a time when you're going to say, I wish we had Gnome Patrol. And guess what? We'll be ready.
Oh,
Gnome Patrol!
That sounded like it was going to be a threat, like Gnome Patrol wouldn't be there. But then you were like, no, we'll just be here.
Right. And you'll be
You
happy.
regret it. And when you want us, we'll be right there.
No,
Ready to go, because we got nothing better to do.
oh, they'll be ready. One day you'll say yes.
And then you really need us, and we'll just be waiting. So we will still be there.
We'll be there so fast.
So fast you wouldn't believe it.
You didn't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. We're going to leave that situation. We're going over to Thistle and Kuzra and friends. You guys are you're walking around the giant. Kuzra, I'm going to give you first licks here. You walk to the door, and you can sense that Thistle is walking around the area. You can tell he's making himself mobile, and I'm rubbing my hands like I'm going to eat Thistle. I will hide my hands so no one knows what I'm thinking.
Very telling.
Kuzra, what do you want to do?
Is there anything magical about the door?
Do you want to detect magic?
I do have that available.
It's the powers in your hands.
But that's concentration. So would I be able to do like an Arcana check just to see if? No.
If you roll really high, go ahead. Unnatural 20, because you're trying to figure out if there's magic there without casting a detect magic spell.
Oh.
You okay?
I rolled a natural one.
Oh no.
Oh man.
You look at it and you get a splinter.
Can I? Sorry, I keep forgetting that I can't do that. It makes the weird sound. Can I use my lucky feat to re-roll?
Yes.
You actually have a
You
reroll.
also have a reroll too if you wanted to. But I don't know if you want to use it here.
That one was much better. 24.
24. Okay, you believe that there is no magic on this door. You believe there is no magic on this door.
If I could make a better goat sound, I would.
He just bleats. Bleat.
You believe. Okay, Thistle, what do you want to do?
Audio dungeon.
so I turn to the stone giant. I'm like, so what if I have one of the dwarves tell you that we are to pass?
Dwarves tell me wait here. I do. And
So-
they feed.
So if we have a dwarf tell you that we can pass, is that okay?
It makes sense. Yeah. Okay. I still get food.
Well, the food shipment will be down shortly after we continue on.
What is shipment?
Your food will be brought to you once we continue on.
Okay. Okay, bring dwarf.
Arnar?
Honor goes, I would have did something very different than this.
I know. I'm trying to be diplomatic about this.
Honor makes himself visible.
I am one of the dwarfs, and I want you to open the door. Yes, open the door. Okay, you feed first. No, I'm not going to feed. I'm going. You open door, and behind door is yummy food. Let me take Rob's dice. I roll so low. Okay, I open door. If no food, we eat. Everyone.
I told you that the food will be down
Goes to the door.
shortly.
Throws the iron things off the bracings. Audio dungeon. And he opens it up, and he walks through. Okay, this is our time. Let's go.
Very good. We didn't have to fight it.
Kuzra, you go through?
Yes, I do.
You guys walk up, and you see this next room is a large cavern, and it's all these stones that are like layered into the next one, almost like steps, but just keep going up and up and up and up. You basically have to kind of climb up there. The stone giant is like looking around, and he's like pushing rocks by. He goes,
I don't see food. Where is food?
I told you the dwarves will be down shortly with it for you. Is that not what I said before?
Me don't remember. Fine. I wait.
Leave the door open for us and stand guard outside. We'll be back shortly.
Me don't like not eating food.
I promise you there will be food for you shortly.
Me like you less and less.
I wish I had food to give him. I don't think my meager rations are gonna.
here's a little morsel.
Yeah, it's like me picking up a D4 going.
It's barely a crumb.
You're a little morsel.
Yes. You're an appetizer.
I'm like an appetizer, correct?
Yes. Halfling on a stick. Okay, so he sits there. He's very annoyed, but he sits down. And you guys go up there. The seer makes his way as fast as he can. Arnor actually helps him up. Kuzra comes along. You guys make your way. So you guys walk into... You go very high. Oh, 50 stars from Stephen Wren.
Yeah.
For
Thank you, Wren.
to read my last 1,000 star donation. Oh, 1,000 stars from Wren. Thank you, Wren, for 1,000 stars.
There it is, Ren.
All
That
right.
is awesome. Sorry, guys. Sometimes I miss things because I'm DMing and I don't really see it. If I do miss it, don't feel bad too. Just remind me a million times.
My mom stars.
Oh, that's right. Go ahead, you do it.
Thank you very much, Mom. Well, it was to you. It was for Tony's wedding gift. It was 3,000 stars that she gave us.
that's
Yeah.
right. Thank you so much.
Mom.
Yeah, Dolores, when you did it, I didn't see it. I just saw the congratulations coming in because it's all the same word. I started realizing it, but I didn't see the donation. So thank you so much. It's awesome.
Very nice.
Thank you, Mom.
So, you guys walk into the next area, and you walk up from top of this whole area. And again, like I said, you were climbing up these like makeshift stairs. You walk over, and you see that this area starts turning from this rock, raw rock face, and it turns into like this chiseled out stone, which immediately anyone can tell like it's dwarven craftsmanship. So you guys start walking through it, and you come up to your first door.
I look. How big is the door? Is it like a normal sized door, or is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Does the hole that we're walking down, does it get like smaller as we're going? Like
No, it's the hallway. You guys walk up to the top. There's like a hole in the wall, and then it it's like cave, and then it becomes regular chiseled stone.
Yeah, but I'm saying is like, can the giant fit in this hole behind us?
No, he can probably reach into the door, yes, but he can't.
Okay,
fit
but he
in.
can't fit in. Okay,
Yeah.
that's what I want to make sure of.
All right. I'll drop invisibility once we're through the door.
Okay.
And so then I can cast detect magic with. I've got a bunch of feats here that I'm trying to get through. So Eldritch Sight, so I can detect magic at will without expending.
Nice.
Okay, you detect magic at the door. You do sense that there's some sort of magical trap on the door.
So, like, there is a trap on that door.
How do you know that?
Nature.
But it's some magic, huh?
Yeah. So
that's
what kind of magic?
That's more your area of expertise. Or I turn to Seer. I'm like, or maybe one of you can dispel it.
I can get rid of it.
He puts his hand up. He turns his hand, and you see the magic like drop.
There's a repulsory magic. I've removed it.
And then I will check it for ordinary traps.
Okay.
A 24.
24. You find a trap. The trap is basically trying to... You look up. You do the trap. You look around. You look at it. And you look at this. And you look up. And you realize the ceiling here has an etch out. As if the stone is going to just drop. So you see it. And Arno, you look up. And Arno is like... Oh. And he moves back out of the way.
I make them step back. And then I will...
Been a major bummer.
Yeah. And then I disable the trap.
Disable the trap.
19.
19. You're fine. You take it out. It's not too hard. You remove the trap. Check the door. The door is unlocked.
It's unlocked, you said?
Yeah.
Okay, so I proceed to open the door then.
You open the door up. You walk down the hallway. You hear talking in the distance, and there's definitely some dwarves around nearby. I'll take you one step further. You walk down for about 50 feet or so. You make a turn, make another turn, and then you come out. And in here, you see what appears to be some sort of dwarven society down here. And there's got to be like, in this area, a few hundred dwarves. Just imagine just a city that's under the ground, actually buildings and things like that, all made of stone, obviously. And in the middle of this city, in the very, very middle of the city, something unusual, which I will allow you to metagame.
It's the tree, ain't it?
It is a tree.
That's awesome.
So there's a tree in the middle of this city that looks exactly like one of the trees of the Elven Forest. And
I forgot about that.
And it might be one of two trees only left in the entire Andaria. It is not from previous in the quest. It's not known. Vin knows that because he played the other quest. And you guys, this is the first time.
I forgot all about that.
Vin Benatti and Melissa Benatti obviously know that, and Phil as well. Okay, so you see this tree in the middle of it. It's pretty big, and you see there's a lake in here, and there's actually some dwarves, and they're like farming this like fungi and all different things, and it's like a dwarven civilization is there. And we're gonna come back to you guys. So we're gonna go over to Motorius, Abyssia, and Findalar. You guys are at the bottom of the tower, and you have the choice of walking outside of the tower or going down deeper into the tower. What would you like to do?
Should probably leave.
You know what I've been saying this whole time. We should get going.
Finn?
Are you with us?
My concern about leaving is that we had to cross a bunch of pieces of floating mountain to get in here. I don't know if that still exists. We may have to go down, but we can take a look and see.
Okay.
All right.
So, you want to go
Let's
out? You want to try out?
Yeah, let's go out and see what we see. But I don't know if there's a way for us to leave a path.
Okay.
Okay, so you walk down the path?
Yes.
You walk down whatever path you see out of the door?
Yep.
Okay. So there was a bit of a path. If you remember, you were climbing up. This is where you had those visions where Vinny actually undid something. You guys climb down. Not too hard to climb down, and you can see the opening into the mountain. that the boulder's been removed, the one you helped remove, and you can travel back down into the mountain the same way if you want to. Do you do this?
I say we keep going.
Okay.
Okay. You guys start making your way there, and all of a sudden, you hear like, "Keep moving, keep moving, keep moving." He goes, "Hurry, hurry!" And you see all of a sudden, a knight jump out of the hole that you're about to walk into, and he's got like red playmail armor on, but the playmail armor is like glowing around him, and you actually can see that he just has like the tunic underneath. And he turns around and like points his sword, and you see the sword light up, kind of like the Link sword, like shoots like a red blast.
Whoa.
And he goes, you're here, hurry, get your shit and let's go.
No.
Is it?
It's Morty?
Well, he just runs past you. He's like, come on, hurry, let's go.
Shit. Who else would tell us to get our shit?
Who else would tell us to get our shit? So you see, all of a sudden you see...
where is he trying to make us go?
Yeah,
like
back up towards the tower. Back up towards the tower. And you see behind him, you see an archer coming in. The archer's like firing and backing up. And she jumps up and she's like, we found you. He goes, come on, let's go. Hurry. She looks like an odd mix of halfling and human.
The archer.
Yeah, and if you recall, she's been in the quest before. Not too far ago. I did mention her very quickly. It'd really be paying attention.
Is it Carlita?
It could be anybody. So she's running backwards, firing. She's running backwards, firing in front of you into the cave, and she's urging you to go back to the tower.
All right. Go back to the tower. Right. We go back.
Okay, you guys make your way back to the tower.
Where did you guys come from?
You get into the tower, and she closes the door. He sits there. He's like,
"Is that?
We found you.
Do we know you?
It's me,
Morty?
Mortimer. Morty, yeah.
Morty!
Oh my god.
It's been a long time.
What's going on? How'd you know we were going to be here now?
Yeah, what is this suit? What is this sword?
It's 22 years. He goes, this is the day.
Yeah.
I'm glad somebody knows.
Yeah.
We can't stay here long. Get it all together and let's get out of here.
That's what I've been trying to do, but we were going that way, and now you pushed us back this way. What's going on? What was chasing you?
Morty, who brought you here?
What's going on?
We were here. Who told you we were here?
There's these goblins down here. They're running. They're frenzied. They're running through the entire mountain right now. They're trying to make their way here, and we had to fight our way through them, get past them, and then get over here because I don't know if you guys were gonna do some sort of spell and teleport out. I don't know what you're gonna do. I just know I need to get here.
No.
There's a lot of them.
Morty,
There's probably over 100.
Maybe we can get in touch with Two Mage if he's still around. We can message him.
Two Mage is dead. Two Mage died a long time ago.
What?
All right. We have to get out of here. Then you can fill us in on who else is dead and why the sky is red and everything else that's going on and how you got that.
All we gotta do is
man's armor.
Let's just get to the top. Get to the top of the tower, and we'll be okay. Come on, let's go.
The top.
Whoa.
Really? He starts running up the top of the tower. She stares down as he's going up. She goes, Morty, we're right here. We could go down there. He goes, no, don't do that. Go upstairs.
Down there.
Come on.
We were just talking about going down there.
There's a lot. There's some crazy stuff down there, but we don't have time for that. You go down there. We're gonna be overwhelmed with goblins. Come on. He runs upstairs, and she kind of makes a motion like she wanted to go, and she runs upstairs.
All right, follow him.
Tom, you go up.
Yeah.
Abyssa, you go up. You up?
Yes.
You guys run up. You get to the top, and you're basically sitting there, and you're waiting for something. And Mortimer turns to you. He's like, a lot has happened. The day you left, Dragano came. And I don't know how to tell you this, but Holgar is the one who made it happen.
What?
No.
Holgar came back.
That can't be.
Holgar came back to the Red City. He was talking about the Archmage and that he worshipped the Archmage now, and the Archmage was making a lot of sense to him.
What?
And as is told to me, he the Archmage wants the same thing that everybody else wants to stop Dragano, but at the same time, Holgar kept attacking Wexel because he thought Wexel was going to be the reason that Dragano comes back. But I don't know how it worked out, but in the very end, Holgar is the one that killed Wexel, and in the same blast of this arcane energy, he killed Wexel, Raven, Hadheld, and Two Mage, and some other soldiers all in the same breath.
Oh my god.
This is terrible.
I don't even understand. I understand what you're saying, but it doesn't make emotional sense to me, I guess. Morty, whatever your name is, Mortimer. That'd be nice. What are we doing up here with two dead griffins? What is the goal? We can't stay in here when night falls. We have to be out of the tower.
As you say that, he looks up and he goes, "There!" And in flying in is an airship.
Whoa!
What?
An airship is flying towards you. It's about like a couple miles away and it's just making its way over to you. Vin's laughing. He goes, "Tony brought an airship. I thought it'd be episode 1, but no, he held out to season 4. Congratulations.
Yeah, airships.
The world has changed, as you were seeing. We're going to go over to Holgar right now. And you've been waiting a couple hours. Ask me a few questions. And then 8 o'clock comes.
What can I? How much can I?
You can ask me pretty much anything you want because your character knows it. So the fun here is that Dan doesn't know, so you can ask me anything, pretty much.
What was the plan?
Okay, so the plan, as much as you understand, is basically you want to infiltrate the court of the queen, and you've been a gladiator here for a while, and you were not sold into slavery, but you were put into slavery here after a few of the things went on.
Why do I want to infiltrate the queen's camp?
Because you decided a long time ago that you not hearing from the Archmage, you think that the ancients are either dead, destroyed, currently in battle, or just not answering. You don't know why. But you feel like the one thing that you can do is maybe, if possible, which seems impossible, somehow kill the queen. You like that, right? You like the story?
I guess we can get into it during dungeon talk, but it's definitely something that I would want to have done.
God, my boy.
You're my boy.
My boy Blue.
So what when we were watching the ballet, and Aurelia said it worked. She kind of suggested that the queen didn't sense my presence there.
Yes, Harold, the ginger wizard, used chronomancy. And it's the same trick that the chronomancer, character doesn't know this, but the chronomancer was using this trick to kind of keep out of phase and protect themselves so they can't be touched by the ancients or anything else. So he basically did the same thing around you to protect you. And he says that you gotta be careful, there may be other side effects because he's using chronomancy on you. He says, but besides the side effects that will happen, it will keep you from her knowing what's going on. It's literally the only thing that they can do to shield you. The only other thing in existence that you heard about to shield from the ancients was the crystal rod, which is obviously not here.
Now, when I was bound to the Archmage, is that why the queen would sense my presence, or would she be able to sense my presence just because she would be able to?
You don't know what an ancient can and can't do.
Okay. Do I know if I'm still bound to the Archmage?
You believe so. You can't just wish it away. You can't just ask for it away.
Right.
You have to be accepted by a new ancient, a herald, or a avatar of that ancient, or dismissed by the current one.
By the actual
ancient
himself.
Right.
Okay. Okay.
So 8 o'clock comes, and she makes her way in. She knocks. You let her in. Harold does the same thing. The ginger wizard comes in. They sit down. He immediately goes over to where you have your food and starts eating it. Sits down. Well, it looks like the first plan worked.
What now?
You need to get close to her. And I don't know if there's ever a moment where an ancient can let their guard down. But if there is ever one, maybe you can take advantage of it. Again, I have no idea this is going to work. Maybe we'll learn something from it. You know, she talks of you as praising you as immortal in how much you've done. You know, and she is known to be one of the few ancients that, like, they know that she takes mortal form a lot. She may take a liking to you. You never know. So, today was just to put her in the same vicinity as you. And let's see if she notices you in a good way and hopefully not in a bad way.
Question. Am I still an active gladiator?
Yeah.
Has the queen ever taken mortal form and come around here before?
You've never been in this tower before, and you've never been in the Colosseum up there before. That was the first time. You don't know. You know that she takes mortal form, and you've seen her from very, very far away, and that's all you know.
Does she ever attend the gladiator competitions?
Yeah.
Okay.
She does.
Okay. Well, if I start to have some big fights in the arena, she may be there. I think I could get her attention that way.
That's where I come in. I was thinking that maybe on the outside I could start riling people up, and if you can survive it, we can give you some pretty heavy battles. There's creatures out there between the city-states that are literally from the core of Indaria. If someone would agree and help out and get them out there, if you can prove that you can keep taking on these incredible fights, they'll go to a level that she will have to acknowledge your existence and who you are. What do you think?
Let's do it. I'll keep fighting as long as I have to.
Sounds like a plan. Arky, we're going to go over to you really quick. Ideas for Gnome Patrol are all around in the group. You make your way back to your workshop, though. Your gnomes are around you. Everyone's there. What do you want to do?
Is it the end of the workday?
Yeah.
You had said, all right, we'll
say at the end of the workday.
Close shop and off to Smithies. Maybe there's some interesting news there.
Okay. You can make your way to Smithy's. You say, hang out and just start eating and drinking. Linda's there. Linda's the bartender.
Hey. Nice.
Arky, oh my God, Arky, how you doing?
Hey, Linda.
I said my day was crazy. It was crazy.
Just like you.
Who said that? I will murder you.
See what I mean?
Sorry.
It's okay.
What can I get you?
Oh, just some ale. Any interesting news today?
Nope. Same stuff.
Yeah. Oh, must be something going on. I feel like I'm stuck in a rut here.
Then get out of it. You're a hero of Indaria.
That's right. I am. Jinty shot down Gnome Patrol again, though.
I like Gnome Patrol. If I was a gnome, I would ask to be in it. Can it be Linda and Gnome Patrol?
Well, no. That's ridiculous.
Well, okay. I'll get a Gnome Patrol. It's the last thing I do.
Oh, God. Oh, no.
And, I'll go to the bartender. It's young Smithy, I guess his name is.
No.
What? Hey, young Smithy.
Rob's just making up plot lines now.
She was the bartender.
Oh, I thought she was the waitress. And
you look at the busboy, like, oh, young Smithy.
Hey, young Smithy, good to see you.
That's the busboy.
He tells him every week that's not his name. He's like, yes, you are. You're young Smithy.
Yes, you are. You're young Smithy.
Do I see anyone unusual in the tavern? Any strangers?
Very good. You do see. You do see some unusual.
What is his? What does he look?
What is his deal?
What's his deal? Who is he? And tell me his entire backstory right now.
Fine.
Entire backstory.
Is it an elf?
He's sitting in the corner. You recognize the back of his head, actually, and it immediately just occurs to you because
It's the loot.
You know the back of this head.
Oh, God.
You know the back of this head.
No. Sorry.
What does Aki know?
You know this person. You can't place it.
Oh, I can't place it. I'm like, kind of looks familiar.
25 experience points. You get the first guess.
I know who it is.
I don't know.
5. Dan.
Olin.
Jacques.
Oh, that's what I should.
Ormond.
I was gonna say Jacques.
Seth. Who do you think it is? Do you know?
Oh, definitely Jacques.
Tom.
I also was going to guess Jean.
You walk over there.
Oh.
You walk around. Look into the face. And you see. I'll tell you next time on the next episode of Audio Dungeon. If you didn't know that was coming, you weren't paying attention. You weren't with us for the entire 4th season.
Classic.